Hello, I'm gonna do this live stream with commentary for a while because it's gonna be more chill. I bought this Paris and Quick House 242T locomotive and I named it Old Betsy because there's a real life locomotive that it's based on this one, or actually this one is based on it, which was called Old Betsy. So I'm very happy about it, but I'm not going to use it yet because it's a very powerful locomotive and the truck that I'm doing right now doesn't really need a strong as Old Betsy, which is just logs to the sawmill from this logging camp all the way up here to the sawmill. But I want to take the goods from the sawmill and transport all the way here to this iron ore mine, and I'm gonna have to go uphill in some places, so Old Betsy is gonna do a nice job here probably, and that's what I'm going to use her. I'm playing with the snow weather now because I know that, and as you guys can see, snow accumulates on the tracks and even I can make tracks running over it, and I'm very curious to see how it is to run trains in snow. This one is the Shay. She's also not running at the moment. I was doing the logs with her, maybe I will still do it. I'm curious to see how Betsy is going to perform with snow, because I know there's a train who is a snow plower, but I don't have it. So I'm just going to take Betsy from over here all the way to the log camp and see how she handles it. Hello Betsy. Headlights on. She's out of water, but maybe I can put a water tower here, seems logical since it's a stop. Just yeah, to be low. Shadows are very heavy in this game. When I'm streaming, the game doesn't even like it. Where's the water towers? Here. This is the sawmill. So I think this water tower here makes sense. Let's just put it right here. It's hard to know exactly where I need to put it, so the chute has enough space to come down exactly where the train is going to be. But let's see. The water only starts to drop really when the train gets here, so I thought so, maybe it doesn't, but it just goes up normally without me needing to do anything. Betsy's covered in snow. Let's see how hot she is. That's what she said. Very hot. So Let's go, Betsy. Oh, she's doing fine. She passed the water, but I can just go back. Yeah, the tracks are very slippery. Keep going. So slippery. I just touched the regulator and she... Look, look, look. I just take out the brakes and she starts to go down. Forward, I mean. Come on, Betsy. Okay, I think just a little bit more. Okay. Is it working? Is water getting in? I need to open the hatch, of course. Still at 0. Can you go over a little more? Still at 0. Maybe I'll have to move this back further. Yeah, I need to make some markings here with props like I did on the other place. Like, this is where it is right now, and I probably need to just take it over here. I can take these props off, and then facilities, then I come back here, water towers. I can take a different one now. No, actually I was doing this one, so probably it's gonna be better to do this one. So I know that she needs to be lined here, probably. Now Betsy needs to go further a little bit again. Also, if I'm here near the water tower and I inside the locomotive, oh, she's going on her own, I can press space and the water tower thing goes up and down, so I don't need to manually take it. Not just too much. She's slipping forward. It's not very good. Go back a little bit. Okay, it's 600, 700. Okay, now it's working. It's full. Awesome. I can close the chute. Okay. Let's go Taking out the brakes, pushing the reverser forward. And letting go of the regulator. Not really much different. I thought this snow was going to go away. Probably I need a plow for that. So I'm gonna just keep the weather dynamic so it can change from this to whatever else it wants to. Yeah, I just checked the volume of the game and it was really loud. So I was talking, but probably was very hard to listen. I'm sorry about that. I don't usually do commenting streams. Well, the snow is over. It's raining now. It's much better. They cycle on, so everything just goes normal. And I'm gonna take more logs because I need to make the tracks for old Betsy, so she can take the materials from the sawmill and bring to the iron ore mine. So I'll have iron ore to bring here to the smelter, do a whole circle, and to use old Betsy. But I'm going to go one round of logs and then I'll do that. I'm gonna take some water. I'll be right back. I'm pretty sure Betsy's is safe here. I'll just leave the regulator at 30%. Let me double check the signs here. Straight. Okay, the switches are okie dokie. Be right back. Back. Yeah, at least the music in this game is very pleasant to just keep listening to it and driving the trains. Almost there. Even at 30% of regulation only, basically the gas pedal of Betsy, she's really fast. Of course, the regulator is not about speed, but how much torque she's gonna be able to put if needed, but even so, she's really fast. I'll try to align the cargos so sometimes what's the name of this thing here? The crane, it can load both of the flat cars if they are positioned just right. Like it loads one and then it loads another one. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't do this time. Maybe if I activate it again. No. And this one as well. Not so. Here I need to go a little. Just a little back. Maybe 9% here, and I can brake here. Yep. I hope the music is not too loud compared to my voice. Like I said, I don't usually do commenting streams, so I don't have a lot of experience on the volumes of things. But okay, so 11% maybe, and I need to push these ones so I can put some brake here. She stops, okay. And if I take out the brake, she starts moving again, but too slowly. So 23%. That works. Eventually I can just push the crane, yeah, and starts loading, even if the whole thing is moving. The good thing about each flat car having its own brake is that you don't need to go all the way to the locomotive to go further or brake. Like I take out this brake, the whole thing starts moving. And I can even just let all the brakes on 0. I think they are all 0. Yep. And just keep switching where I'm going to brake. Like, okay, so I'm gonna brake here. And depending on the car and if it's loaded or not, the brakes are stronger. I thought that this is really awesome. Like this brake is from this flat car which has logs. Okay, I think the music is... a bit too loud. So a break 100% here with logs on breaks the whole thing. Now, if I put 100% on this one and take the 100% on this one, it's gonna start moving. Like, yeah, it did stop, but it's gonna move much easier if I put the brakes on the car that doesn't have the wood on top. And sometimes even if, like, if I put more pressure on the regulator now, like maybe 49, yeah, she starts moving. Okay, so this brake at 100% doesn't really make much of a difference. Like, yeah, it's braking, but it's not stopping. But now I'm putting logs in it and it stops, because now the flat car, it's heavier, so this brake now, it's much heavier than was before. This is really awesome. And I learned this by just doing, like, I was doing exactly like this. I was trying to brake and I was like, oh no, it's not braking. But if I come to the brakes with logs on, they are much stronger, which makes sense. They have things on top of them which are very heavy. Need to put logs on the last one now. Awesome. And this one went too far ahead, so I just need to take Betsy and go back just a little bit. I can also put the brakes on Betsy, but I didn't do it this time. 60%, 74, all the way. Oh, the brakes are really good. She's not even moving. Is she hot? Yep. So the brakes are just really good. Oh, how many brakes am I putting on this thing? One, two brakes. Okay. So if I open this brake, she starts moving a little. Oh, she's very heavy. Yes. But Betsy can handle it. Just one more flat car. And we are ready to go back. Yeah, it's a physics-based game, but it's really nice to find these small details, like the difference of how the brakes handle depending on the weight. I was not expecting that to be on the game. Like, I can't remember the last game where that mattered. Like, yeah, Euro Truck Simulator or America Truck Simulator, but it's It's a whole different thing. Okay. So let's just... I don't need to even pause bird Betsy. Not big bird. I can just open the brakes. And let she go. Play a little Subway Surfers here. Okay, yeah, see, she's already at 100%. We just drive into the sunset backwards. Amazing. Now she's taking speed. There's a pressure regulator here where you can press C on the keyboard to open it, and it's pretty much if the boiler is overheating, which Betsy, I don't think it can ever happen to Betsy. You can open the valve here and steam comes off. But as you can see, the boiler from Betsy doesn't even change when I do it because she's so small. Like, the boiler gets hot so fast and gets cold so fast that it doesn't really matter. If you take a locomotive that's really big and have a huge boiler that take like 4 or 5 hours to get hot before running, then yeah, you're gonna need to let some steam go if it gets too hot. The thing about locomotives is that, like, the engines need to be set right, the boiler needs to be set right, everything needs to be set right. Otherwise, you're just running with a pressure cooker ready to explode. That's why I really love locomotives. They are really specific and really complex and really amazing. Nothing against electric engines, of course, but you just take away all of these specific things on the electric locomotive because it's just a motor running. And yes, of course, it has its own mechanics and things you also need to do, but it's different. Yeah, and locomotives and trains in general go both ways. Like, they are designed to be able to drive forwards and backwards the same way. But I can show you on the new locomotive that I just bought. Betsy doesn't have any indication of that. Like this Betsy, the one that I'm driving right now. But on modern trains, like on electric trains, you can choose to light the headlights in front of the train or to put tail lights, because maybe you're going to drive backwards. And even if on locomotives it can look like literally looks like I'm going backwards, because on electric locomotives, when they are more boxy, you can't really tell if it's going backwards and forwards in terms of the whole thing. Like, if you don't know trains, you're just like, you can tell. But on steam locomotives, it's clear that Betsy is going backwards. But let me just show you. I'm going to put her on 17 and just fly away. So I can go to Old Betsy, which is the new locomotive that I bought. Here, this one is Old Betsy. So Old Betsy has headlights in front of her, and she has this grill to clean the tracks. And behind her, she also has grills to clean the tracks, and she also has a headlight. So you see, she can even illuminate both ways. So just to demonstrate what I'm telling, that it's normal for locomotives to go both ways. Because, like, even if in the logic of making tracks, like the end of these tracks here, where Betsy is going now, here it's a dead end. So the only thing I can do is go the other way where I came from. So I either do a loop, but I don't need to do a loop just to turn the locomotive. Of course, in this game I can just re-rail, but if I don't want to do that because I want more realism, then I'm going to just go back. Oh, she stopped now. Because she was going so slow and she's too heavy. But she's taking her time. It's going. Oh yeah, in the Rail Valley. That's a very strategic game about doing the work of what's called when you just move trains around. I forgot the name. It's shunting. It's shunting. I have to set up a shunting here, because the larger things become, the larger the needs. Like, I already have here 4 flat cars that are just here, like I'm not using them. And if I don't want to keep re-railing, I can do a shunting. Like, I can use Betsy for shunting. I'm actually going to use Betsy for shunting, because Old Betsy, the new locomotive, she is too big, too fast. Like, it's just too much to be running from point A to B here, like just short distances. So what I'm going to do is buy the flat cars that I want to pick up huge amounts of planks, and then I'm gonna use this Betsy to do shunting and take those cars and put on the Old Betsy, like if this was the Rail Valley, because I think that's really a fun thing to do in a train game, shunting. Like, I have to organize which trailers go where, and I don't want to spend the sand and the water that Old Betsy has waiting. It's like, that's the locomotive that's going to do a long journey and a heavy journey, so I don't want to waste what she has in terms of fuel and stuff like that running around the tracks here, if that makes sense. The less I move her here, the less I'm gonna have to stop in the middle of the trip to refuel. At least that's the common process of trains, I would say, like cargo trains, freight trains. In places where, oh, I think it's full of logs. Yes, yeah, I actually need to do the new tracks now because I can't have more logs here. You can work as a shunting person, like the only work you do is preparing cargo for trains to pick up and to deliver in places where there is train work to be done. Where I live in Brazil, there's no trains and like this in a huge scale. It's very rare. Thankfully there's games and I can drive trains in many different scenarios. No, it's not that doesn't have trains here in Brazil. There are trains, but it's not. How can I, like, compared to Europe, for example, or even the United States, where you can have trams, like, and trains that really go cross country delivering things. Like here we don't have that. Here it's a huge trucking business instead of train business for cross-country delivery. But some places in Brazil have metros and trains to deliver things, but it's not something that connects the whole country. Like there is in other places. It's not it's not used a lot, I would say, compared to other places. Like where I live, there's no trains, so there's no jobs to work with trains. That's what I was saying. Like if I was to live in Germany, I could have a job on a train. Like here I don't have this option. I could only work as a bus driver or a truck driver in terms of delivering things and with big machines. Because I also enjoy a lot trucks and buses. I play a lot of games about simulation with trucks, buses, anything like Motor Town, when you can do everything pretty much. I'm always looking forward games for games like that because I enjoy it. It's very amazing. And I was telling Andy like about this game, like even this what I'm seeing right now. I'm just taking Betsy and running on the track. Like it can look very monotonous and like simple. Like yeah, there's no real gameplay going in terms of something compared to an actual game. But what I was telling her, not that she was saying this, but I was saying this, like you could say that about this game, but to me It's something like I had to learn how to operate Betsy. I had to learn how to operate all these flat cars. I had to learn how to lay these tracks. I had to learn how to use these other locomotives. I had to learn how to put water. I had to learn how to put fuel. I had to learn about the industries. I had to learn about the signals, here the switches. Like I had to learn a lot of things to just be able to take Betsy from point A to B. So to me, that's amazing. Like it's a huge reward just to drive Betsy from point A from point B because it was such a huge process. But and I'm like, yeah, that's in my head. But yeah, that's what I love about these games. And I have a flat car abandoned here because I had a huge accident on the track that I laid here. I forgot to move the switch on the right position, and a train was coming here, and then it just derailed here, and one flat car just flew very far, and I never picked it up because I always forget about that. Yeah, it's like games and games. Like I'm very huge Monster Hunter player. Like I love Monster Hunter. It's a very specific game, very action. You have to have good timing, and there's a lot of things like that. But it's pretty much the same thing. Like I have to learn the character I'm using, I have to learn the weapon, I have to learn the monster patterns, I have to learn my combos, I have to learn when I can use the combos with the specific monster I'm fighting so I don't get hit and I don't die. Like it's a lot of steps that even if you just look at it and it's like, oh, it's just a fighting monster game. Like no, it's a chess game but with graphics. Okay, I'm taking my time because I need to connect this sawmill to this iron ore mine, and I have no idea how I'm gonna do it because the topography map here shows that there's huge mountains here, and there are huge mountains here. And sadly there's no tunnels in the game. See, if you keep pressing space, you go up. When you were playing Bed's Head, you were wondering how to go up. You just do that, and you can fly down and fly up again. Like you can lay tracks like this, which pretty much looks like Transport Fever, the other game that you gave me, you gifted me, but like this is Transport Fever, pretty much. Where in Transport Fever you can also go to the camera inside the train, but you cannot like literally conduct the train like here. That's why I said on the first video, I think that this game looks like a mixture of Transport Fever and the Rail Valley, because you need to be able to learn the locomotives, but you also have this mechanic of having factories and connecting stuff. It takes good things from both of them. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna go to the sawmill where I need to take the planks and see how do I go to the iron ore mine. Here's the sawmill. It's packed with logs. This thing with logs here is pretty amazing. Like when people used to work like this, you had to use giant poles with hooks, so you could hook a log and pull it towards you until it goes to this thing here and it gets pulled up. You pretty much fish logs on a lake. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, this game is clunky, like you said. Like, there's a lot of clunkiness in it, but I don't really care. I rather much appreciate the things that the game does that I usually don't have, like manually putting things on the train. Like, this is amazing. Like, I don't remember a game where I had to do this, so I'm fine if the game is clunky. It's fun. But yes, maybe I need to go in the middle of this lake, or I come with the train here. At least this is set up already, and the mine is over here. I don't use the map, but I can. Yeah, I saw a lot of reviews, like people with 2000 hours saying that the game is clunky. Sometimes you get frustrated because the train just derails without really giving you a logical reason. But like, when a person that played the game for 2000 hours and gives a positive reviews talk about that, I'm like, yeah, I can trust that. Even though that happens, the game is worth it. Like, it's gonna be fun. So it's okay. Like, we live in a world where games are always pretty much broken. Like, I play a lot of 7 Days to Die. Like, I had to learn how to don't get mad with bad games, because 7 Days is a horrible game. Like, I love that game, but it's so broken and runs so bad. But yeah. So this is where I need to come. It produces iron ore. And here it produces what? I can look on the map. Oh no, I'm on the wrong place, of course. That's why I was wondering why is Corgwood. I wasn't seeing Corgwood before. Yeah, Corgwood are the Rubik's Cube thingy. I need to come over here, where it only needs 2 types of planks, which are exactly the planks that the sawmill produces. So it makes sense that here is where it needs to come. Okay, so this is what? This is north from here. Northeast. And I'm not even using the mini-map, so that is the lake. Yes, the lake is a good reference on this map, because Lake Valley, there is only one big lake. So where am I? There's the lake. Okay, so it's pretty much over there, and it's a mine, so probably on these rocks here. Yes, I can just give up on flying mode and kill my trees. No, you don't take damage because it's a sandbox game. Oh yeah, I'm going to make a statement because I'm talking. So yeah, this is the tree cutting thing. Yeah, amazing. So this is the bomb that destroys things. Amazing. So I was trying to destroy a rock on the first time I was playing the game, and I was trying everything, and I was like, why this rock doesn't explode? Because the rock was in the middle of my track and I didn't want to change the track. So no type of bomb demolished the stones. how do you take out the stones? And then my autistic brain just goes because you take the logging tool and you do this. And it sounds like a tree falling, but it's a rock. This is what I'm going to write on my review for this game. It's gonna be like, yeah, this is an amazing game, but why? Why do I take rocks like they were trees? No, that's so wrong. But anyways, this is where I need to connect it so I can bring lumbers and beams. It's a very beautiful mine. Looks like a World of Warcraft dungeon. The first one that you do on the forest when you are a human. Not really a dungeon, but just one place that you start to killing mobs and then you get to a part of the cave and you're like, oh, I'm just going to sit down, eat some bread and drink some water, and then all the mobs respawn and you die. Yeah, looks like this place, and has kobolds in it. But okay, let's start doing the tracks here, so I can at least decide to each way it goes. So this is the wall of rocks. Here is the factory, and here I am. So here is the wall. Here is a flat space. So this is flat here. I could come over here. Here is a mountain, but it goes straight here. But then how do I connect here? Because it's on this side. Would be a good idea to come over here. Maybe come on the coast so I don't need to go uphill. Just go over the coast here, and then I'm gonna have to go uphill, maybe here. There's a lot of flat space here, and then I just come here and go over here. So I wanna come and go this way. Okay, that seems to work. I don't need to worry about the trees at the moment, because you can lay down tracks and take out the trees later, and the rocks that you also take out as trees, it just works. Trust the process. When you're going to lay down the tracks for the factories, you need to find where it will say it's going to link with the... Oh, see? There's the icon. So when I click, it's going to link. And then it's in free mode. So if I press 5, it goes to precise mode. And it only goes to precise points, like it's going forward. If I want to do a curve, I need to change how many meters do I want to make the curve. Different from free. If I press 5 again, I'm free again. And it doesn't matter. If I come free here, like it's making a curve, but the symbol is linking. So if I click, it's linked and it's straight because it's linked. But again, you just link here. I like to press 5 and link here. Link again here. And link in the end here. So now I'm 100% sure that the space from the things here work because it's linked. Like, I'm sure. Now the real challenge comes because I need to navigate this through everything. And the track needs to be safe enough so the train don't like yeah, that's the fun part of the game for me. It's challenging, but it's fun. Even if it goes wrong, it's fun. Like when I told Bad said, you made a mistake, but I'm not going to tell you like fix this because something is going to happen. Like no, I'm gonna let the game go and you'll see what's going to happen. So when we went through the place that I was talking about, the Betsy just stopped because she was stuck on the floor, and the mistake was that the boards, the wooden boards, were not showing, which meant that the train track was too low on the ground. And that's really a fault of the game because it doesn't really tell you. Like it's not telling you like, hey, this here it's gonna be a problem. Like no, it lets you do that way. So it's an experience. You learn what it's wrong because you're like, why did we stop here? And then you're like, oh, maybe the tracks are too low. And then you redo that part, and then you, oh, okay, now it works. Like, yeah, and it's fun. Like, yeah, I could tell you, like, that's why sometimes I don't like to leave chat on because people come and I know they want to help and they're like, oh, you're doing that wrong. You should do it like this, or else it's going to everything is going to explode. And then I'm like, okay, but now I don't get to experience the explosion. Like that would be fun. Like now I need to do it knowing it's wrong just because I know it's going to explode. Like it's like spoilers. It's a weird thing because I'm also going to be like, if I see someone doing it, I'm going to be like, hey, you're going to explode. And maybe it's a hardcore game and you're going to lose everything. So I might tell the people that because maybe if she explodes there, she's not going to want to play the game again. So there's different circumstances that you need to take in consideration. It's humans. It's complicated. But yeah. Lane tracks, here we go. This 10 meters, 5 meters, 1 meter. These things the tutorials show you, but since you didn't do the tutorials, and it's okay you didn't do the tutorials, I'm going to explain, but they are very self-explanatory. Like it's the amount of dirt that can be put under the tracks. I remember because I was watching your stream while we were playing, one place the tracks were almost flying like over the grass because there was empty space under it, and you were like, is this a problem? Is there something wrong that's going to happen? And no, nothing wrong is going to happen. It's just going to look weird. So if I take this one that doesn't add the dirt under it, that can happen. Like this is the hardest one to use because it doesn't have this dirt. So maybe like this one is going to make the more crooked versions of tracks. And was the first one that I used because I saw these things with dirt and I was like, no, I don't want this. I want the tracks to go straight on the floor. And I made the worst possible tracks I ever made in a train game. It was very fun. I derailed Betsy 4 or 5 times. And I was like, I'm sorry, Betsy. I promise I'm gonna do better. So yeah, the 1 meter usually works. It's just weird sometimes. Oh, like here is red. I remember that you asked once because why was red. Pretty much means that something is not working here. And maybe it's too tall because I selected the track with only 1 meter of dirt. And maybe here it wants more. But since it's on precise mode, I can press buttons to make the track go down. And then you see it curves and then goes green because now it has enough dirt under it. And then I ask you, where in the game it tells you this? Probably somewhere. I have no idea. There's a wiki here. I didn't read this. Like, who reads things? I do, but I didn't. So like, I don't know, but you learn by playing this game a lot of things, and that's fine. Why the close is the H button? I'm pressing ESC, and I'm like, why this is not closing? It's the H button. Why? Why? Why do I break a stone and makes a tree noise? Why the back button is an H? Why? There's absolutely no reason that makes sense. And now I need to adjust the height of the track while I go. I wanna go straight here because straight is good. The more straight I can go, the better. I know I'm gonna curve to the right here. And probably here is a sharp drop because how the topography is done. Yeah, like how do I close the map? I'm pressing ESC, doesn't close. I press M, it closes. Is the same button that opens it. Makes sense. Sure, I'm fine. Could be ESC as well because like I'm a designer. I know that when I'm doing something, people are going to press ESC to leave something, some menu, because that's how usually games work. But yeah, the world of development is it's a funny place. Oh, this goes up. Yeah, I need to analyze I need to fly, and I need to start thinking. Oh, this is a road. Okay, so this is a road. I didn't know what this was. This brown line here. I thought it was part of the topography, but if you take out the topography, it's still there. So it's not the rocks dividing themselves, it's the roads. So let's take a look. I'm going to freeze time, take out dynamic weather, put on clear skies, take out the day cycle, do it like midday, and then everything is gonna be easier to look. So if the track is coming here, yes, there are standard ways to do things. 99% devs designers use them. But sometimes there will be one person who will say, screw this, I'm doing this my way. Yeah, there's a lot of scenarios. Like this is curious because like if I come to options, how do I go back from options? What is this? This is ESC. Back. Okay, I go back. I'm going to save the game. Actually, I'm going to save the game. How do I go back? This is going to become a design uh, talk. I use ask. How do I know I use ask? Because it's written right here, and okay. So this is a game that you go back by pressing ask. Let's say that this game had controller support. It doesn't have. But then the B button is the back button. And then you're like, okay, I'm new to the game. I never played this game. But I came to options because the first thing I do when I start a new game is going to adjust the volume of things. I'm going to look at controls. So I know, oh, okay, if I press like locomotive controls, if I press B, I'm going to ring the bell. And I like to do that when I'm coming and going from a factory, because it's like, hey, I'm here. It's B. The tutorials tell you about that. But if I read this, I don't need to do the tutorials. So okay, you do the things you have to do here, and then you go back with ask because it's written right here. Or if head controller, you go with B. And then you're playing the game. You need to save the game. You come to save the game. How do you go back? With ask. Awesome. Now I come to the wiki. Oh, it's amazing. There's information, there's pictures, there's the price, the level you need to buy the thing you're looking at, everything you want to know about it that makes sense in the game. Like, it's a pretty extensive thing. This is the train that I bought that it's Old Betsy. Like, it's not called Old Betsy here, it's not even mentioned here, but I know about it. I even sent to Bedset a picture of the original locomotive, which was called Old Betsy. And then, yeah, you have every information that you need about the locomotives here. Some pictures are stretched. This is not very beautiful. Look at this. This is a snowplow. See? This is crazy. Look at this. Oof. Whoa. The size. This. Wow. This is. Ooh. Anyway, you have information about everything. Amazing. How do I go back? Ask. I'm pressing. I'm going. Oh god, why? It's H. I pressed H. What happened? It didn't went away. It didn't close. It just closed the menu here. So I'm going to press H again. Why? You can give me the person that did this can give a lot of reasons, but just it's just like it was like maybe wiki is something new. Could be a reason. Like they did options and save game at the same time, so they did correctly and is ask. But then wiki came later. Like some images, they are stretched. On the locomotive, oh, there's even bigger images. Some locomotives had a stretched image, not the first. Oh, this is stretched, like horrible. So maybe this place is new and then was rushed. I don't know about the game, I don't know about the history of the development, but H to close when it's supposed to be ask, and doesn't even close. It actually closed the menu here. Like, I look at this, I play, now it closes. What? Why didn't it close before and it closed the menu and I had to press again? See? Beautiful. This is just beautiful. Working with development and being designer and noticing these things, it's like beautiful. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's why? Sometimes I even go and look at the code. You know, I really get into it because I'm like, why? Why though? Like it's wrong in so many levels. Like it doesn't even seem to work. Like I don't know. I press H. See, it didn't close. I pressed H and it didn't close. It just closed the locomotives. But sometimes, I don't know, I was looking at the water tower, I press H and then it closes. Like, yeah. Beautiful. Let's see how hard it's gonna be if I try to come from... Yeah, it's not like a flat thing. Holy Jesus, this is gonna be really hard. This is gonna be really crooked. I was thinking about trying a save with a prefab. I don't know what's it called, when all the tracks are already made, so I could see like where the game make the track, like how he connects this place to this place. But then I was like, no, I'm going to learn something that it's going to spoil me trying to make this thing work, which is gonna be messy and crooked and fun to drive. And if it works, it's gonna be rewarding, and if it doesn't work, it's gonna be fun regardless. Yeah, I'm really taking my time and just talking, which I usually don't do, not in English anyways. The amount of talking that I'm doing here, it's probably going to make me not do it again for like 1 month, because I'm gonna get out of without energy to do it again. That's why I don't always do. It didn't close because it's like H home button, so it goes to root menu, but in this case it's a wiki, so wiki must be like a separate thing from the game. Well, there can be a lot of reasons, but if I would be making this game, I would just use ask to close wiki completely. Yeah, like what you said is it's very development specific, and it makes sense because it's being a home button, but it's called close. Like it's wrong. Even if your explanation makes sense, it's not done in the right way. And sorry, I think that there was a very loud motorcycle. Some places are going back and some are not. Like I showed, like I'm looking at the locomotive and I press H, it just flashes and go back to the home, like you said. But if I look at the locomotives again and press H, oh, so it doesn't matter if it's the locomotives. It just, the first time I come, oh no, now it closes all. What? Do I need to press ask here and then come to the wiki and then open the locomotives and then press H? Oh, I see. This is how to find bugs. It only works when I open the pause menu. So if I come to wiki, maybe I don't open locomotives, but I open freight, spouts. If I press H now, it's just going to close this. Yep. Okay. If I press H now, it's going to close. Now, if I press H to go straight back to the wiki, and I open anything that I didn't open before, like menus, track laying, if I press H now, it's going to close. Yes. If I do it again with something else, it's going to close. So going straight to the wiki and back, it closes with H. If I open the pause menu many times, maybe, doesn't matter, maybe, open the wiki and then open something and then press H, it doesn't close on the first time. So there's even a wrong pathing there that only works once I press ask once. Like, why? Why though? Maybe it comes from a different place, like you said, and has a different code that was hard to implement, so they just went with it. That could be a reason. Like I said, I don't know the history of coding from this game. Yeah, like there's a pattern. Not that it's a good pattern or that it really makes sense, but there is. Okay, maybe I'll need to start going on a curve before. This is my first time doing a long track here, and I didn't watch any gameplay of this game, so I'm pretty much going blind. It's very nerve-wracking, but fun. Like, once you play Dark Souls, this is nothing. Like, yeah, it's fun. How do I go to, I think precise mode is the best. It's if you take your time, it's not hard. Like, okay, it's red now because it wants a lot of dirt here. But if I make it go down, now it's green, and I want it to go to the side as much as possible. Yes. So I can see that here is gonna be enough dirt and enough track. So I just come here. I see that the track is see, it's going under. Eventually it's gonna be red, so it needs to go up the angle until I see the dirt. And then I can just stretch it as much as I can until I need to do it again. And maybe I do it here. So the whole thing don't just get too weird. But you need to keep going in increments and just adjusting, so the track maybe won't be like really bad. But I don't know a better way and I didn't look up, so for the moment this is the best I know how to do, which makes it challenging and fun. So it's okay. Like, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I play these things. But yeah, I think I can just go maybe really straight here, me pressing ask again and the thing don't close. Yeah, it's fine. So I go here, and now the precise, I don't want to have angles, so I need to make it have, I can change the amount of numbers. Like, there's grid where now is 50, now is 100, now is 1. It's the amount of digits that the meters is going to change. See, 307, 308, 309, because it's 1. If I change to 10, 319, and if I change to 50, and if I change to 100, and it goes 0. When it goes 0, Doesn't matter if it had a bunch of digits, 0, it's gonna reset. So you know 0 is 0. If I go 0 here, is straight. The game doesn't tell you, but yes. That's how it goes. So yeah, this is a good path here. Here wants to go down, I just go up. And see, you don't need to do anything here. I noticed that you are trying to... No, if the icon appears, click it. I know that you know, but I'm just reinforcing it, and also for other people that watch it, that maybe play the game, because was on sale. Maybe it's not now, but I was seeing a lot of people that never play this kind of games playing this game, and I'm like, awesome. A lot of new people with different logics in mind playing a game that gives you this kind of freedom is amazing, because it's going to be different every time. Like, I was happy that I was making, when I was playing with you, Bad Set, I was making from the sawmill to the depot where we start, and you were making from the depot to the log factory. So we were able to run on my tracks and yours at the same time. Like, that's really amazing, because we can see both ways of doing and solving problems, or you would say, because look at what I'm doing here, I'm solving a problem. Pretty much this is what you do, you solve problems, and if you can solve all the problems, the train gets where you need it. See, if I pick up the one with more dirt, it allows me to do this, but this is not what I want to do. I just wanna go maybe here, maybe go straight back to 0, and then go down. And if the arrow in the, like now, is red, because it's saying that this is gonna be a very crooked thing to do, because it's gonna be hard to either go or come from it, because it's too steep. And if I raise it, eventually it goes to green, because it wants to tell me, like, this is the perfect angle for this track, but it's gonna be ugly because there's a lot of dirt, so I don't care if the track is hard. Like, this is the minimum that wants to come, but if it goes here, yeah, I'm just gonna do like this, so I can keep doing here. Now I need to move up and move down again. You'll just like do the contour of the land. This is horrible to drive locomotives on crooked tracks like this. So yeah, this is not a good thing to do, because look, it's crooked. Even though it's straight, it's going to make the locomotive dance, and it's gonna be unsafe. But sometimes you just need to do it like that. Let me try and go like this, because it's not letting me go very upwards. For here, I won't be able to avoid doing a lot of dirt. Then later I'm going to do some props, so I can at least make this place look more beautiful. Getting up here, I'm gonna go down, so I'm pressing. There's another problem with the UI here, and I didn't see how I could fix it. Because see at those things with numbers, icons with numbers that you have. 4 and 6 changes one thing. The asterisk changes how many numbers I'm going to change. And then how do you change the 2%? Look, I'm changing. How do you do it? It doesn't show any numbers. You do with 2 and you do with 8, like going down and going up in the numpad. So if I press 8, it goes up. If I press 2, it goes down. Why doesn't it show here the numbers 8 and 2? I have no idea. But yeah, that's how you do it. Number 5, you change from precise to free. And the other thing is just showing meters. I don't know. Yeah. Like you just need to cope. Like, yeah. And then sometimes going free mode makes it easier to do contours. Like here is not letting me go less than 10%, but if I do free, it goes, because then it's trying to do the contour of the land as much as possible. At least where I point my mouse, depending on how I point my mouse, it goes red and tries to go under, like it's really weird. But then if you just do increments and stand where it starts, it's kind of easier. But again, I don't know if there are easy ways of doing. I even need to check if I'm going to the right place, because things are really far apart here. So okay, it comes there, then goes here. And it looks pretty. Like looks like I could do 2 tracks like this, and it looks okay. That's also something that's good to take in consideration. If you look at the map and it looks okay, no big sharp turns. Like this is a sharp turn, but it's not like super crooked. I would say. Like this is not mandatory and it's hard to do, but here I tried to do the smoothest curve I could, and it's not as good as I wanted because the radius here is wrong. If I take this here, it should come over here and then go down here, but it has a bump here, so I need to delete everything and do again. But I did it like 3 times and I was just, no, I wanna drive a train. So it's bad, but it works. And here is straight. Here I just went with the 3 lanes and did switches to change them. Here only 2, so the middle one can be like a rest place to just keep things that I'm not using. Later I can do more tracks here, because this can be like a parking space. Like if I do 6, 7 lanes here that all connect to one switch here and one switch here, I can, whenever I come with a train from here, I just choose a switch and I can keep that train station here if I want. Since you have to drive yourself if you're playing alone, all the vehicles, it doesn't matter if you have some vehicles set here. If you need to drive here, this is just waiting here. So this is different from something like Transport Fever, because everything drive itself. Like, you're just commanding ants to do things for you. Here you do everything, so it's very painful in that context, but in a good way, if that makes sense. Like, think of a Dark Souls game, like a hard game, but very rewarding, because when you figure out and you can do a run without getting hit, it's like you dominate the thing and it feels good. But yeah, the music is really good in this game. I need to go look at the land. It's so bad. It's really bad. Let me try to find the best way to do tracks here. Maybe here? Because here is a huge thing that curves down there. Here is just bumpy, and here seems to be the straight. Maybe. Let's destroy this. And this. And this. This one as well. So I go back until the one that is not pointing in that direction. This one still is. So if I try to take from this point where it's pointing to that direction, it's going to be crooked, because I'm going to have a bump here that I don't need to. But back here, actually I think is the best spot, because I can go here and hug the mountain and just go down there. Looks like a good thing to do. But this is really high, so oh god, this is gonna be, I don't know. The important thing is to have confidence in what you're talking about. You don't need to be right, just sound like you are, and everything makes sense. It's pointing to the left, but I need to hug the mountain and point to the right. See, this is crooked. This is bad. There's a belly here. That's very good. This is very bad, because this is downhill. Let's say I'm coming from up there. So now I have a huge locomotive, because old Betsy is the one that's going to make this trip, coming empty. No, she's going to come with a lot of materials, so she's not gonna go empty. This is really bad, because she's going really fast. Could be really fast, because she's gonna need to go up from the other side. Actually, it's really bad. From a locomotive perspective, it's really bad. Here I can barely see the wood, but it's here, so I think it's safe. Here I'm still using free mode, but it's getting harder and harder, and free mode usually doesn't let you do sharp curves. So if I need to do sharp curves, precise mode sometimes is better. Yeah, this could be a problem, but whatever. We just keep going here. Look at how much it's gonna need to come up with a lot of wood. and planks, all the things that oh, this is gonna be very challenging. I might need to use sand, which again is really fun. It's what I want. I want places where I need to use sand. Otherwise, why do I have sand on train? Okay, here I should make go. Look, this is very crooked. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Look at this. Oh, oh my god, look at this. This is horrible. Yes. And think, at least I don't see where it could be better. Maybe if I didn't do free modes, or I just did precise modes and keep, like, I don't know, a huge wall of dirt, so all the tracks would be very straight and blah 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 blah. Okay, but I didn't want to do that because of fun. I should save the game. It's winter. The game, the save game tag, like the information here, also doesn't really update until you go out of this screen and come back. Like, I don't have this amount of money. This was from the old save. I just saved again on top of it. So if I go back and go save, now it shows exactly where I saved before. So yeah, developments. When you think about things, you just, why? Oh, this track is looking like the sun was beating down on the tracks for like 1,000 years. Look at this. Look up there. It goes down. It's just melting on the mountain. And it's literally the opposite of what I did before on the other tracks, because I used precise mode, so I made everything as smooth as I could, like I showed, even though that curve is not what I wanted. It's pretty smooth. Like, I can run Betsy and Shy, which is the second locomotive, the 666 that I bought, on full speed, and I ran both of them together on full speed and they didn't derail and didn't have any problems. So look, look at this. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh my god. And then it's gonna go up here. This tree here. Amazing. And then here it just goes better, but wow. This is so wrong. uh, it looks like the GIF that you sent me. Yeah, exactly. Ha, reminds me of that GIF I sent you on Discord the other day with that train wobbling on tracks. Exactly. And there are places around the world where tracks are really bad. Like they look like chewed metal, and trains run on them. Like I've seen videos, and it's crazy. It's like it has no maintenance. The tracks are two pieces of metal and there's trains pushing cargo on them. It's crazy. Like, what can you do if there's no maintenance and you need to deliver things? This ride is gonna be really, really fun. Oh, here, this is perfect. Here, oh, there's a rock here. Oh, how do I take out the rock? It must be this icon here where there's a person chopping down a tree. It makes sense. Like, I know in my heart that this saw is going to... It's going to do this, which... I can't even finish the joke because it's just awesome. Here, there's another one. Please, go. Yes. No, you need to... Yes, I need to take this rock. Yes, even flies away and has no... It's invisible on this side. This is what it's all about. And just keep going. I need to go towards the lake because look how far it is. And I can't just stretch everything because it's gonna go more wrong than it's going. My cat was trying to eat the kibbles that are not supposed to be eaten by him. Why do you want to eat the kibbles from your sister? Don't do that. Okay. I go here. I'm afraid to look back again because I know it's gonna be sad and comic at the same time. Look at this. Whoa. Like, the curve is not bad, but the tracks are literally melting on top of the mountain. And of course, this is what I'm doing because it's free mode and I'm just hugging the mountain. Like, it's one way of doing it. And this is the experience that it's going to be. Yeah, I need to go towards the lake because I need to go all the way around it on the bank of the logs so I can connect over there. I don't want to do more switches to go... Actually, I can do switches because this is not transport fever in meanings that there's no train going here automatically that I need to worry about. But I also I also do trains automatically. Like, I can just set Betsy from the logging camp with logs and fly away, or teleport myself to some of these places, take another train, continue this delivery, and Betsy is just automatically going here because I know this track works and I know that it's safe for Betsy to do this way. So I just need to keep checking the map to see that everything is working, and like when she is probably over here, I fly away towards her or I teleport myself. If I do this building here, telegraph office, it's that annoying one on the beginning that keeps beeping. This is a waypoint on the game, so if I place this here, I can teleport to it. So you can place this on all the industries that you have. So you can set up trains to run tracks without anyone. Probably not a good idea to do more than 2, because if one of them has a problem, you can fly towards it, and then there's another one on the risk of having a problem, and that's already a bad situation. But if you have 2 more trains and maybe the 2 of them, anyways, maybe that's not a good idea alone, but on multiplayer that works. Eventually we can do multiple trains. One nice thing as well, talking about multiple trains, if you connect 2 or more locomotives and you drive any of one of them, doesn't matter, the brakes, the gas pedal, which is the regulator, even the horns, everything that you can control, it's all the locomotives that are connected that do together. So it's combined everything. Like you brake with every one of them, you accelerate with every one of them together if they are linked, which is really awesome. Wow, look at this is this looks like one of those things that people just go into a kind of car made of some material and you brake using friction, and people just because this is very not safe, not beautiful, and amazing. Like this is gonna be really fun to drive, you know. The straight path that I did is fun to drive because it's rewarding to know that I did that path that is straight, that it works like automatic. If I want, I don't need to worry about the train that is taking logs there, which is a good thing. But this is also this also is gonna be very fun. It's different types of fun. I keep opening the wrong menu. Is G. I have to press G to open the building menu. Okay, now maybe I can do precise mode because this is... I need to reach 0. Okay, I need to grab water because I'm talking a lot. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Bad said. Oh yeah, I was wondering what was that sound. Yeah, when you said, oh, what is this annoying sound, I just deleted the thing, so I don't remember if I constructed another one on that save game, so maybe it's something to do the next time you enter that save. See if there is any telegraph post office on that main building. Also, one thing that the game doesn't tell you, this building here it gives seeds, right? It shows the icon of seeds, and if you come here and look, it's a freight depot. And where is the icon for seeds? It doesn't have an icon for seeds here. Oh, this is really bad. But yes, it gives seeds. How do you know that that is seeds? This is how I know that that is seeds, because here is asking for seeds and water. Why the water has a cow icon? I have no idea, but it's called a water well. This is a cow, right? Yeah. Sometimes, see, water well. It's a cow. Sometimes I think like, am I hallucinating? No, it's a cow. Like, see, cattle farm is a cow. So water well is a cow. I didn't go to the water well. Maybe it's a place ran by cows. Like, not that the cows are administrating the place, but like maybe it's a mechanical thing where cows need to do something and then water generates. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go precise here. See, this is very boring. In a ways of it's just straight, but it's good because here it goes straight, and then you're like, oh, this is a nice place, and then you reach hell, and then you go up hell, and then you go down hell, and then you reach the mine. It's amazing. I'm not going to fly here. I'm going to select the track again. I'm gonna put on free mode so it goes up, and then maybe goes crooked like this. Oof, that's really bad. And then I do precise mode, so it goes very straight. Oh, it's just like you're running fast here, and then bloom bloom. Oof. The driver's like, I hope you didn't have anything for lunch today, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Look at all those chickens. There is where I need to go. I'm getting there. This I can I call this Six Flags already? Ha 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 ha. Because, oh my god, that was my attempt at doing a joke. I don't know what is more funny, the attempt or the joke. Hahaha. This is very meta, because now I made a joke about me doing a joke. And why is this not working here? Yeah. Look, the texture is even... What is... Why is like this? This is not how it's supposed to be looking. Ew. Let me save the game. Something wrong is happening. Let me save the game. Yes, it saved the game. I want to make sure that if the game explodes, I saved the game here. The texture is very ugly. Or I don't know why. Ew. But it's okay. The game is running. My PC it's not very good. I'm going to use precise modes and try to make a curve here and then down here of the bank of sand here. This is very bad because this is an ecological nightmare. Like, if this was real, I just destroyed a lot of living creatures here. Like, this is horrible. And even here, sometimes there's a lot of creatures that live right here, and then you just come and dump a lot of sand here. Not even to say about the locomotive that's going to cross this thing. So all the living things around this place is gonna vanish because the noise is just gonna be too loud. Be right back, I need to prepare food. Okay. Tell me later, what did you do? What food did you prepare? If it's okay for me to ask. I like to cook, so it's something that it spikes my curiosity. Even more the fact that you live in Poland. Poland? Yes. It's like, what are you going to eat? Oh, it's going right into the water, so maybe 0. Then it's... Yeah, after I finish the rail, I'm going to leave the game and come back to see if this texture problem goes back to normal. It's not affecting the FPS, but it's looking like the leader I use for marquettes. Not in a good way, because up close it looks like I'm playing a game from 2002 and was not like this 2 minutes ago. Okay, here is where I'm getting near here, so I think the best action for me now, it's instead of coming from there, I'm gonna start going from up here over here, because then I already know that I have to make all this curve here to connect over there. And again, maybe there's not creatures living. There's always creatures living, but this game doesn't really care about that. But it's an ecological complete nightmare. I'm deleting what I did here because oh, I keep going on the wrong thing. Here is on precise mode, so I go all the way. See, this is very professional. The curve, very professional. The train, it's gonna think that it's gonna be an amazing ride. No problems at all. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to expand over there because it doesn't seem like, so I think that's not a problem. Just going here. Now I need to align the end of, because this is a curve. I'm doing a curve here. And it needs to become a straight thing here, and I wish I could be able to align exactly over there, but I don't think I can. Maybe with free mode, but we know the nightmare that look what it's trying to do. Can I be here and just connect it? Oh, this is really good. Look, look. This is how it was supposed to be all the way. And we know that it's not going to be that way. So it's gonna start really good, and then it's gonna be really, really bad. Okay, it's done. I'm going to log, but save first to see. I'm actually going to quit the game and come back to see if the textures. Maybe if I just leave section. Let me see. If I just log in back. Oh, here. See, the textures are looking sharper. Very ugly. But this is how it's supposed to be looking. Okay. So now I'm gonna fly. So I can take old Betsy. And I'm going to do the shunting that I said I wanted to do. I won't just pick her up and put her whatever I need and what etc. Like I really wanna do a proper shunting, like taking the cargo, the pieces that I need and moving them to where I need to go for her to be able to pick them up. Like what you need to do on the Rail Valley, like when you do a shunting job. Like literally you need to do this. So this is what I'm gonna do. I don't want to use the derail option as a like just place the locomotive on another rail. Like yeah, I can do that, but I don't want to. I think that shunting is it's a part of the process. Like these things are all disconnected and I need to connect them because they are the flatbeds that take their textures are not good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna reload the game. Let me save again. Because even though the dirt looks okay, the flat cab looks like wet clay. And that's not how it's supposed to look. So I'm just gonna open the game again. It's gonna freeze for a while because I use lossless, and when it comes back it's because the game opened and I activated lossless again. Yeah, it's already back, so let's start. Look at this. What? There's a place with 4 heads like this. Kind of creepy. Yeah, the texture here is it's weird. It's not like this. It's not supposed to be like this. Textures are high. Epic. Yeah, doesn't... Oh wait, are they back? Yeah, the textures are kinda back, but because it's on Epic. Ew, what? Ew. It's like the textures are not loading correctly. Correctly. Only on Epic? Oh no, the textures are... Oh, wait. They're coming back. Okay, the game is running on Epic textures. So I'll leave on Epic textures. And my PC is not exploding. Is that the live is working, right? Everything is working. Because... textures. Yeah, I can hear everything. Alright. I will live in Epic textures. So, old Betsy, she's very big. It's gonna take all these cars that take this kind of wood. Oh, but I'm not gonna live on Epic. I'm not happy. Medium. Yeah, medium looks like shish fish. Yeah, okay, I don't care. I was born on the era of Nintendo and grew up with PlayStation. I don't care about graphics that much as gameplay, so ew, but okay. Let's do the shunting. I want to buy more of these big ones. How much money do I have? 1,318. What can I buy with this? Cars, the biggest for the things that I want to take is this one. This one takes cordwood actually, not the things that I want to take. So I think this is the one that I want. Yes. How much? 2,500? Yeah, that's how you say numbers like this, I think. 2,500 instead of 250. 2,500. Or 2,500 is 2,500. I don't know. Actually, number. It's gonna be 318. I'm using the numbers of how much money do I have when I'm buying the thing. The name. Is there a place where the name is? Yes. How do I call this flat car? Oh, I don't know how to name flat cars. CNC 29 feet stake flat car. I'm gonna call it Woody because it's taking wood. Don't know. The color. I like red ones here. 1, 2, 4, 4. So which is this one that I already have. Wow, the texture is really bad. Maybe I should even reset the computer, but I don't care. I want to keep playing. So bear with me. Looks bad, but this is not how the game should look. To couple this all together, what I need to do first. I only have a problem actually, because old Betsy it's going that way, but I want the cargoes to go behind her. So what I can do is take them, go back there, and then leave them there, and then go back here with her. Yeah, it's a problem, but like it is what it is. Wow, the texture is really bad. Let me see if Epic works again. Yeah, but Epic, it's looking like normal. It's weird. Yeah. Let's just check the switch here. Yep. So what I'm going to do is take all this cargo with Betsy here and just leave it here. I could even do a second switch here to the side so I can make a garage here, because in the end I'm gonna take old Betsy through here and it's gonna want to go across these things, so that's a good idea. Okay, I'm back. Hello, Bedhead. I'm starting the shunting to put the cargo that I want behind old Betsy, so I can do this interesting trip, because the track is very crooked in many places. It's even funny looking how much it crooks. And I'm gonna do a place here to store these tracks and not just leave them here. So I need to take a switch. Do I need to do a three-way? No, there's nothing on the left. So I only do to the right here. Hopefully, maybe if I go precise, it connects right away, because it's supposed to be straight. No, it didn't connect. I placed two. Almost there. Can I just... Oh wow. You can't just patch it. It's weird because it even shines differently. Looks like dirt is compressed there. Ew. No, this is wrong. Like, the texture, it's really compressed. It's almost if taken... Ew, yeah, even the track texture. Like, here, where I'm pointing my mouse, you can see texture. But here, on this patch, it's all stretched. I don't want to use this. Imagine if, I don't know, the train explodes because it goes flying away because the texture is all messy. No, thank you. I just need to link it. Oh, good. And then here I just do something here to store these things. Go straight here and precise just maybe 100. goes like this, and then like this. Then I take again here, then goes to 0 again, and straight. Hopefully not really straight, but it's fine. Yeah, I wanna do straight like this, but if I leave space here I can put props later and something to maybe change the what's the name? There's a thing here to do what I'm saying. Turntable to turn the trains, but not here and not right now. I just want to do a bumper here. Okay. I change the switch over here to make sure it goes over there. I'm flying, no. Take the reverser back, take the brake away. It's hell, yeah. I don't even think there's enough space there. Wait. I think this one I actually want. Yeah, this is Woody. What are you doing? What? I didn't even see that it was here. What happens if I do this? And I keep pushing? Maybe wood is going to the rail, but we will see. Yeah. It derailed. I can't just change a switch when the train hits up on the tracks. Yeah. So to be fair with the shunting, I'm going to just put it here. So I take it with something else. And since this didn't cross here, I can change the switch and probably nothing wrong is gonna happen. But I think I'll need more space here. Yeah, just need to delete this. I keep pressing the wrong menu. Just link here. Maybe it can take the precise a bit here. It's gonna do kind of an arch, but doesn't matter. Yeah. And here just a bumper. And now I just leave these flat cars in here because I'm not gonna push more wood. Also, this is really weird, but it's connected. Like, it doesn't look connected, but this is connected. So yeah, awesome game. Awesome game, be awesome. So this is gonna change lanes there, and when I get there I can just stop Betsy. I can even go to the end so I can get all the space here. It's gonna just bump there and stop. Yes. I take out the pin, I take out the link. Oh, I better turn the brake here so it doesn't move. Link's still there because it's too close. Just go forward a little, take out the link. And now I'm gonna do shunting with this one. Take out these flat cars and put behind old Betsy so she can take all the materials and take into this trip that's gonna be trippy. Let me change back because epic is too much. I don't know why the textures are so bad. Yeah, look, everything is bad here. I think I'm gonna start another stream because I'm gonna restart the computer as well. Something is not right. Shouldn't look like that. It's not affecting, but come on. I don't want to see graphics like that, since it's not supposed to. I'll do the stream again then.